Hello, guys. We are here playing Rogue Legacy.
Hello.
It's a video game.
I like video
game?
games.
What that?
They are these games. It's okay. Well, you'll see what a video game is in a minute. But
Okay.
I really like Rogue Legacy, and as you can tell, I have beaten the game at least once.
You know,
Well,
it's no need
once.
to jerk off, Matt. We all know how great you are.
I know. I'm the best. The
Yeah.
greatest video game player ever. Cliff Bleszinski wishes he was me. John Romero bows to my feet. But yeah, no. This is Rogue Legacy. I'm going to jump in right now, and yeah.
Let's go. Let's rogue it up. Let the legacy begin.
Oh, you've already selected the character
Yes.
previously.
So Joe will talk about it because he's played this game a lot too, and I will play and chime in every now and then because it's hard to play this game and talk at the same time.
Good. Stay silent.
All right, so basically what the game's about is you have to explore this randomly generated castle. You find your loot, you get upgrades, you get money to buy upgrades, and progress further the next time you go through. We can't really get a look at the upgrade system and the random nature of selecting a character right now because Matt's already selected one, but we'll get a look at that later, I suppose, right, Matt?
Yes. You will get a very good look at that later.
Very Castlevania-looking platform in here.
Yeah. I feel like the entire aesthetic of the game kind of takes a lot of cues from Castlevania.
That guy looks pretty bad.
Yeah, so these games are actually a lot harder when you first play this game, but I'm pretty much maxed out on everything. I mean, not on everything, just on attack, I believe.
The guy looks kind of like a guy from Naruto.
He's playing as a Hokage. Now, there's a lot of classes in the game.
Yeah.
The Hokage is like a ninja type guy.
Okay.
Who excels at just dealing shitloads of damage.
What's what are the other classes? I imagine you would have like a mage class somewhere in there.
Yeah, there's Archmage, there's Spell Sword, which is like a mix of... Well, you know what a Spell Sword is. You know,
Right.
Your typical mix of martial and magical stuff. You've also got classes like the Barbarian King or Barbarian Queen, if you prefer. Which, is your tank class. There's, Paladins, and there's the Miner, which is kind of unique.
Does he have a pickaxe?
No, but he has one of those mining helmets with a
that's
lamp
cool.
on it.
It's like a little spelunker.
So normally I wouldn't go into the next area. I would complete this whole level and then go to the forest, but I'm going to jump into the Maya just to show exactly how difficult it can get, just because...
This guy's swinging around 2 balls.
Yeah, these maces are serious business.
And then he just float around like that. That's pretty crazy.
But yeah, there's a nice mix of your typical classes like paladin, whatever, and also some kind of unique classes. That was a mimic right there.
What the?
Also, I really like this tune.
Yeah, the music in this game is fucking fantastic.
This game seems like it would have a pretty steep learning curve to it.
Oh, yeah.
Steep learning arc. Just like for the amount of enemies I've seen already. I mean, I don't know how far into the game this is, but
Well, he's already beaten it once. I think by the time you're at the end of your first run through the castle, you've gotten about half the gear around.
Yeah, there were enemies I hadn't even seen. Like,
Yeah,
in the credits,
definitely.
they were like 0 enemies seen for this one.
I know that I've fought every enemy type, including like all the bosses count for that kind of stuff. But
now what's the? Is there like a tutorial mode for this? Or
No.
do you just figure things out on your own?
it just kind of throws you in. There's a very short tutorial level
Yeah.
that you go through that kind of just like teaches you, oh, okay, this is how you jump. You gotta fight guys.
Other than that,
But it does not prepare you at all for.
you kind of got to figure that out on your own, right?
Yeah, you kind of gotta figure out how the castle works, and but it's not too complicated. It's easy to jump in.
I think there's a little bit more reward to that when you can figure things out on your own.
Yeah, I agree.
Now he's floating around.
That's a rune that he has equipped that allows him to fly for a short period of time.
Those asshole bikers, eh?
Yeah.
Those fucking pricks.
Next door.
Well, I mean, alright, so something we got to say to our viewers is that our studio, there's a lot of different people working in the same building.
We got those wrestlers upstairs.
Yeah, we got the wrestling podcast upstairs.
Bikers from the room adjacent to us.
Yeah, in the studio adjacent to us is a biking podcast that records every day.
Just revving their engines. Oh, God.
But yeah, so in addition to the armor that you get, you can equip different types of armor. They each have their own unique special abilities and stats. But they're typically like a linear progression, like they get better as you go on. But then there's also runes, which you can apply to each armor slot.
Somebody died.
I made a bad mistake.
Uh-oh.
So now we get to choose our heir.
This is interesting. This is kind of like the legacy continues right here.
Yeah. And if you scroll backwards, you can get a look at every single one of the characters you've played as before.
God damn, you've died a lot.
What year are you on right now?
Can you check? It'll just say, or...
Yeah, you're pretty far in. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've played through it once, and I had like 100 in my first playthrough. I've died a whole bunch this second playthrough.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, usually I try to go for Hokage, or Hokage, or whatever they're called, Assassin or Paladin, or sometimes Barbarian. But I've got a kind of a special skill that if I don't like anything that I see, I can just re-roll, and then I'll get a whole bunch of new guys.
So each one of these characters is a different class with a different magical item that they come with. Each character has their own. But then in addition to that, each one can have up to 2 traits.
Okay.
So Matt just picked a guy with what was it, LBS and ADHD?
Yeah, irritable bowel syndrome and ADHD.
So
that's a bad combination right there.
So he has irritable bowel syndrome, so he farts a lot. And he has ADHD, so he runs faster than other heroes.
So this is like your hub town. There's the blacksmith. He gives you weapons. You find blueprints throughout the castle, and also other areas, of course.
Sure.
And then you buy them there with gold, the same gold you use to kind of upgrade your skills. And then here's the gypsy lady.
Is she gonna tell your fortune?
No, she I was actually just in the middle of explaining that earlier. Is that she allows you to switch what runes you have equipped.
Okay.
So Matt has like a flight rune that lets him float through the air, and then also a bunch of
a bunch of vampire ones.
A bunch of vampire runes that give him health back when he kills enemies, which is extremely vital in this game because health does not come easy.
Gotta get like a... Alright, so I get like a Castlevania and a Mega Man feel now from this.
Yeah, sure.
Especially with like that fire shield it seems like he's got.
You don't really get... there's no like system of like elemental weaknesses or collecting new spells as you go through the game. Like there's a chance that you'll happen upon a spell room.
Right.
But it's not, it's not guaranteed. Like, there might not be one, or it might be, like, really deep into the castle.
Okay.
So we can see right now that he's in a brand new castle. This is, like, entirely re-rolled from the previous one. So it's all new rooms, all new enemies, all new treasure. You have the option to giving up some of the gold that you have the potential of earning. Like, you can pay, I think, like, 40% of your gold. And the castle will lock down, so you keep the same castle you had last time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you it's really handy for fighting bosses and other related things that if you need to like get to a specific area faster or you need to know your way around. That float's pretty handy.
Yeah, no, I used to have a 1 second float, but now it's a half a second float, and it took a while to get used to. It's crucial in my opinion.
I've never used it ever. I always find that the dash is a lot more handy.
I haven't even tried the dash, but you were telling me that like that's how I get certain fairy chests without getting hurt.
All right, so some rooms have special treasures called fairy chests. For like the first part of playing the game, they hold runes all the time, but after you've collected all the runes, they hold stat upgrades, which are immensely useful because then you're starting to get like extra attack upgrades even after you've already collected all of the ones you can get out of the stat upgrade screen, right? So it's crucial that you get these fairy chests, and they typically... You're not doing so hot right now.
No,
You're getting your ass kicked.
I'm a lich, and I don't handle well with classes I'm not like really familiar with.
I find that the lich is pretty handy. I'll talk about them after. So these these fairy chest rooms typically involve a
What the fuck?
That was a mini boss fight.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
So they typically involve like a challenge that you have to complete, like you have to defeat all the enemies in the room or get to the end of the room without taking damage. And some of them involve getting to the end of the room without jumping. And so you have to like navigate a room by like falling in the correct places or dashing across the correct places. So it can get pretty challenging.
All right, you mentioned before Matt had equipped irritable bowel syndrome. Like, what's the benefit of that?
There is none. There's absolutely no benefit.
It's sheer comedic
Just farting.
relief.
Yeah.
It's
hilarious.
Yeah, some traits will negatively impact your ability to play, and some of them will give you like huge bonuses. Like there's a like photographic memory bonus that allows you to keep track of enemies on screens that you're not even on. They just appear on your mini map.
Okay.
Or there's short-sightedness, where everything outside of a certain like range of your character is just blurry and you can't see.
So this guy has PAD and also baldness. So
Oh no! What a terrible affliction.
yeah,
You'll notice that his helmet doesn't have a mane on it
Her
anymore.
helmet.
Or her helmet, yeah.
come
correct.
on, man.
Oh man.
What's it called? Alright. So, yeah, so PAD basically means I have no foot pulse. So those spikes that I was stepping on that would, like, shoot out of the ground,
Yeah, you was having trouble with those earlier.
they don't do anything now. You can just walk on them.
Because she doesn't have any feeling in her feet.
Well, she doesn't have a pulse in her feet.
Oh.
Her feet are dead. She's got robot feet.
That'd be useful to have, robot feet.
So here's a fairy chest room.
I'll try and get it. Oh, I fucked up. I'm out of here.
Damn.
Oh, so this is the assassin. Assassins typically come with the same spell every time. It's not always. It's not 100%, but they usually come with this like teleport spell where you can drop like a shadow of yourself.
Yeah.
And then if you're in trouble, you can warp back to it. Not every class has its own like unique spell, but some like liches are more likely to have the crow spell, and assassins are more likely to have that teleport spell.
It's really useful for, like, if you have to go through, like, a large area full of spikes, and then if you, like, fuck up or fall, you can just press B and you sent back right to the beginning.
Now, speaking of the Lich, I've heard you talk about that on the podcast. Why don't you refresh my memory and tell me what Lich King is all about?
So the Lich King is a unique class in that as you defeat enemies, it grows stronger. So you start out with it like physically and also mentally, it's a very weak class when you start out. Like it has low HP, low mana.
Mm-hmm.
But as you kill enemies, your HP bar grows and grows until it hits a cap. I think it's like 3 or 4 times as much as it normally is. And at any time, you can use its special ability to expend your maximum HP and create a larger... Oh.
I fucked that up. No fighting. God damn it.
and create a larger mana pool. So by the time you're like through the first area and you're like exploring the next one, or you're on the boss or whatever, you'll have like a huge amount of mana to just, you know,
Fuck shit up with?
yeah, just, you know, spam all your spells with.
I guess kind of like a Berserker class then.
Yeah, it is when you get going, it is basically the Berserker of the mage classes. So this is a boss room. Each area has one of these rooms like this with a teleport pad, 2 treasure chests, some health replenishing items, and that doorway.
Get you all buffed up for it.
So here's the spike traps on the ground that his PAD trait is allowing him to not trigger, which is immensely handy for a room like this.
Yeah.
That thing's called Zomboner.
A Zomboner.
A Zomboner. Here we go. I'm gonna go do that boss fight to show people what it's all about. I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, I found that the first boss is not that easy.
The 4th boss was incredibly easy for me.
Yeah,
Gigantic
even-
eyeball.
I did the 3rd and the 4th boss with the same character.
He's the gatekeeper.
Oh.
Oh.
this is a boss that I feel that this character has an advantage over, because its main attack is this like spinning wheel.
Wow. I could see without that floating thing, that'd be immensely hard to get around those things.
That's why I like it.
That's where the dash comes in handy as well, or the assassin's warping ability. Additionally, the assassin. Oh, nice job.
Yeah, I beat it. I'm shocked.
Wrecked him. Holy Christ.
Didn't even break a sweat.
That's where classes like the Hokage or Hokage or whatever, and the assassin come in handy because they just deal an immense amount of damage that you can just destroy bosses.
Nice.
So the assassin has another ability where he can just turn invisible and he'll dodge all damage, which is really handy in a boss fight like that because you can just turn invisible and let him do his sweeping laser attack.
And now that's closed. You can never do that again until you beat the game. Those are the only things that stay static in the dungeons is the bosses. So that door's closed.
We're at forest now.
So this is probably my least favorite area, but also my... it's hard. It's a love and hate relationship because I like how it looks, but there are just some enemies that really piss me off, particularly Worgans and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, those
the dogs.
Yeah, the wolf things. There's a slime.
Blob.
So these things like leave
that
fire.
Is so like Twilight Princess enemy.
Yeah, so like the differences between enemies are like when you're on your first playthrough and you're in the forest area, those slime enemies just jump at you. But because he's on a harder difficulty, they not only jump on you, they also leave fire behind, so they make it more difficult to fight them.
Great.
Those enemies are also present in the first playthrough, but not until the final area, like the hardest one.
Mm-hmm.
What was that fairy chest? Can you not do it with your special ability?
It says take no damage.
If you use your shadow ability, I think you might have enough mana to make it all the way through.
Oh god, I did it!
Wow.
Yeah, I thought you meant my magic. But I always forget about the special abilities.
Special abilities are really, really handy. I feel the strongest one, perhaps, is the Barbarians.
Oh yeah, the Fusroda?
Yeah, the Fusroda.
Or Faradus, or whatever it's called.
Faradus.
Because it's just it's just a shout, and it pushes away enemies, but it also completely eliminates all projectiles. Like, it doesn't matter how large they are, they just get deleted from the game.
Does he actually say Faradus?
Yes, he just like makes a random shouting noise that you can't really, it's like unintelligible, but
okay.
Faradus shows up in big letters above his head. Or her head, I suppose. Yeah, these chain dudes are really nasty enemies. Because like not only are they tough to actually get at and land some hits on, once they die, those
directions.
Yeah, those chain balls like get released and continue to be a problem.
They got some big balls.
Oh god. I'm in a bad spot.
Then he got one of these fuckers right here.
Got him.
Great.
It's a lot of money.
All the gold!
Oh, these are Worgans. They're a real pain.
I really like gaming this game. Like in certain spots, you'll be at the bottom of the room and you'll be able to go up the room, all these platforms, and you can like jump in a way that's just before the platform and hit whatever's on it, and it has no chance of getting you.
Yeah.
So you've got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Or attacking through walls and stuff like that as well, because most enemies can only hurt you by like direct contact. There are some that have weapons, obviously, and
those eyes can just shoot right through walls.
Yeah, some projectiles will fire through walls. There's a chest down there.
Yeah.
How the hell did you get there?
Well, see that platform, that grass platform is slightly darker.
Alright.
I can't, it doesn't seem to be letting me in anywhere. Maybe you have to be
oh, no, there's a chest right there. Press it.
Okay, yeah. I see what you mean.
So, you can fall through platforms that are darker colored than other ones. And see, like, there's a small platform right next to Matt right now, or there's a small darker section in the wall.
That's sneaky.
If he were shorter, if he had, say, dwarfism as a trait, he'd be able to just pass right through and not have to deal with the trap.
Smart.
But again, you know, dwarfism has its
own
drawbacks because, you know, you can't reach as far with your weapon.
I still think dwarfism is probably the best trait you can get, though.
Yeah,
because
it's definitely a net positive. Just not having to deal with some traps, and there are certain treasures that you can only get to.
And also being able to like just slip right through projectiles is great too.
Oh, here's a magic room.
Yeah, should I switch it? I'll switch it.
May as well
Show
it
people off, yeah.
So that's like a one-time thing. Like he picks up new magic and it replaces his old one.
Yeah.
That room doesn't always spawn, and when it does, you might even get like a crappy magic in there. But the shock ROM's pretty good, I think, because it keeps going, it keeps firing.
Oh fuck! I fucked up.
Owie. Giant jelly.
Careful.
Man, you're low on health, though.
Yeah, I mean, there have been many times where I've been low on health, and then, fuck, I keep fucking up and timing those wrong for some reason.
That's,
Oh my god.
areas like that are where the dash comes really in handy. Because you can just dash right through it and not have to worry about the timing.
Get the plant. Oh, there we go.
Mini
Fuck
boss.
that. Okay, well, I'll go out with those
Go with the
guys.
mini boss. Go with the mini boss.
Oh, no.
Good fight, Matt. That was a good.
Yeah, it was
hard
good.
fought.
It was a good run. I can't believe I beat the boss.
Messed him up pretty good.
Oh, so here's a nice mix. There's a trait or gigantism trait guy here, and then also a dwarfism trait guy.
And then another irritable bowel syndrome. I'll end with the gigantic guy just to show people what it's like.
We'll end with Andre the Giant.
Oh shit! I fucked that up. There you go. Now I've maxed attack. There we go. And I'm going to start
I think it
working on
might.
this.
I think it might just be like in my head, but I'm pretty sure the potion effectiveness upgrades increase the rate of healing item spawns.
Really?
I'm sure it's just in my head, but
I can't afford it.
yeah,
But
true.
I will do that. Alright, yeah, that's about it I can do. Alright, one more run for good measure. And this guy takes your money.
Yeah, Charon. Yeah, you gotta pay him to get in.
Karen.
So there are negatives to being gigantic, like obvious ones. You're big, you'll get hit more easily.
Mm-hmm.
But also I find that you can hit through walls a lot easier.
Yeah, because your reach is extended, obviously.
It ain't easy being big.
Alright.
There's a clown on that portrait.
Yeah, so that's the apathetic clown. They're like mid-dungeon minigames. I can't remember what I got for it.
Silver chest.
This is a blueprint. Oh no, never mind.
It's either a blueprint or a lot of money.
A lot of coin.
Oh god! Oh fuck! I knew that guy was a fucking.
yeah.
I knew he was a fucking thing too. Ah, motherfuckers! Ah, I forgot I don't have that anymore. It's also really easy to forget that you have certain traits. Like I always forget I have the PAD.
Especially when you've been playing for a while.
Oh man. Yeah, and you kind of like forget what character you're playing as.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh man.
It's always nice to be pleasantly surprised by the presence of crits after you've played a couple times as the Hoe Cage. It's just what I find.
Oh, what? Like criticals?
Yeah. Hoe Cage can't crit.
They can't crit?
No, they cannot.
What?
That is their drawback.
Oh, what?
You didn't know that?
No, that sucks. I thought they
Something
could.
new every day.
That would
Nope.
be. That would be nuts if they could crit.
Yeah, it would be because you're doing like 300-400 damage, just like
390 is his like max. Well, I mean that's not true because there are attack up bonuses you get throughout the dungeon that are just random. But I mean, he's a heavy hitter, man. Fuck.
He's a real slugger.
See, this is the problem with being big is that you can't maneuver your guy quite as well.
So I mean, when I play, I like to take a lot of maneuverability upgrades. Like Matt's got his favorite, his flight and his mana drain, but I like to take a couple of
Health drain. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, health drain, whatever.
Float that
I like,
shit.
especially for a room like this, is where like being able to just dodge twice and then not have to risk going down there at all is really nice. So I like to take a couple of couple of dash upgrades, a couple of jump upgrades.
There's a picture of a king.
I like having those fire guys. They're easier to deal with than
Yeah, I agree.
the
with
ice
that.
guys. And
What are we gonna get in this chest?
Oh!
no.
this is gonna be just some money.
Oh god, damn it!
That's freaking hard.
Yeah,
Put
a
that
little
in
bit.
time.
Especially as this big guy. It's tough.
It's too big.
Yeah, no, thank you.
That's where dodge or dash comes in handy.
Oh god, come on.
And your guy needs like a shield or something.
Paladin has a shield, but it uses mana when you block, right?
Yeah, only when you get hit though. Or you can instead turn on like that Tanuki statue mode, and
yeah.
you can have a constant drain of mana, but then you block indefinitely.
Oh,
Oh no. So spikes again, your favorite.
oh god.
There's an item. So you see how underneath his mana on the left there, beneath his gold count,
Yeah.
there's two slots. There's one for his magic, and then there's another empty one.
You're right.
There's one room in the castle every time that spawns an artifact that goes into that slot, and you sometimes there's more than one, but you can only carry one at a time. And each artifact has its own special ability tied to it. Like you can have Hedgehog Curse, so you drop gold when you get hurt. Or you might get Charon's Obol, which lets you get in the castle for free the next time you go through.
It's like ladies' night at a club.
Yep.
Okay, I'll end it in... So, now no one can blame me for being bad at this game, which I
Yeah.
think I'm actually pretty good at this, but I'm going to die in the hardest place in the game, so... Oh, God. So, the first time I played through this game, I didn't actually spend a whole lot of time here. Like, it was pretty much, I beat the
Same.
boss and got the hell out.
Yeah, same. Just because dealing with this area has made me really nervous.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It kind of feels like you have that tunnel vision.
Yeah, this is where the miner kind of shines.
Because he's got that light,
He's
right?
got the light, so you can use your special ability to trade in mana to be able to see in the entire place without having to deal with the darkness. Oh, here's the boss of this place.
Alright, I think I'm going to try to beat it.
Go for it.
I won't beat it, but, unless I can, Oh, here.
Oh.
We might as well do this.
It's Carnival! Apathetic clown.
Hi there.
Booyan?
Oh, the daggers. Oh, fuck, you
Nice.
fucking prick. Oh,
Nice.
no!
This is the easiest one.
I hate the daggers. Oh, man, dude, I really hate these daggers. Oh, you prick. Oh, you prick.
Yeah.
There we go.
30 gold.
That's a victory as far as I'm concerned. Gotta get one dagger to hit all four of them. Yeah, I did it. I'm a winner as far as I'm concerned.
Thanks, clan.
I mean, I like those rooms just because you win either way,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
Oh no,
right
I'm
on the
bigger!
boat,
No! Oh, fuck this room.
Wow, that's shitty.
I'm out of here.
Here's the boss of the darkness.
It's a giant blob.
Herodotus, the Infinite.
There's another minigame room too, actually. One of those Zelda-style... Yep.
Good run, Matt.
One of those Zelda-style gambling rooms where you pay some money and then open a chest and you might get more money.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
It's probably gonna do it, I think.
is
Yeah.
that Rogue Legacy then?
Nearsighted.
Taco.
Okay, I'll do Hokage. Anyway, yeah, that's Rogue Legacy. I'm gonna spend my points. Might as well try that. And then 3,000. I'll go mana up. All right, there you go. That's Rogue Legacy. As you can see, everything is blurry far away. You walk away, you can sort of see it's blurry.
Well, that's not too bad.
It's not horrible, yeah. But yeah, that's Rogue Legacy.
All right.
This is my friend.